Well, the government's been able to do wiretapping when it gets appropriate judicial review. It's been able to see bank accounts. And there should be a debate about, is that still an important tool for the government to do its job, and exactly how do you make sure that's not abused?
In terms of Microsoft, though, it just last week, I believe, filed a suit with the government saying that it shouldn't have to hand over anything all the time with a blank check, so to speak, of any request that comes in from the government. How do you find a balance?
Well, there's actually two issues where Microsoft is saying to the government the policies today aren't quite right. One has to do with information that's outside the United States and how they go about getting that. The second one is that when they do come and ask for information, except in exceptional cases, that shouldn't be invisible to, say, the company that it's being asked about, that should be a slightly higher threshold to keep it quiet. And right now, these issues are playing out in the courts. I think eventually a lot of this will move to the Congress.
Warren, how do you see this? We've talked a little bit about it in the past.
Yeah, I don't think either the claim of privacy or the claim of security should be absolute. I mean, I think we live in a far more dangerous world than existed 100 years ago or 50 years ago, just in terms of the amount of damage that can be inflicted. And we certainly have plenty of people that have got a strong, or even countries such as North Korea maybe, but that want to inflict incredible damage. So I see no, I would not want privacy to be an absolute.
You want the government to have some.
I want the government, but I think it should be. You also don't want somebody that can walk into any courthouse and get all kinds of information when they're just fishing on something minor. So I think, but I do think it's important when there could be some important information that it not go through 5 appellate courts or anything like that either. I think you should get it very fast, and therefore I think you need somebody at a very high level who, if they request the information and it goes to a judge, it gets done very promptly. So whether it's the Attorney General or the President of the United States or whomever, I think there are occasions when we want that information fast, and we don't want any question about having it wander through the courts.
Charlie, your thoughts?
I totally agree with Warren. I'm even more extreme.
How so?
I just think that we want the government to have huge amount of power to get information, particularly in dealing with possible terrorism. And we want the procedures to be simple, effective, and quick.